Hello everybody, and welcome to some Town of Salem the Coven ranked practice this time, and this is a post-commentary. And you may be asking why I'm doing a post-commentary, because you guys told me not to do post-commentaries, even though I like them a lot. But I was playing a game on my laptop, actually, because I did not have access to my computer at the time, sadly, and it ended up being a pretty good game. At least, I think it was a good game. I think I played well, and there was also some there was an interesting play specifically that I wanna talk about. And it's kind of like a smart stupid play, or stupid smart play. Like it was dumb, but in my head it also kind of won us the game in a sense, or at least it put me in a position to take the game. But we'll see when that comes out. So I get Vigilante, and I like Vigi for the most part. It's one of the more fun roles to play for me. It's a risky role because I'm a bit of a loose gun. I like to shoot. I don't like to shoot randomly, obviously, but like I like to use my ability when I can. I like to get shots, and I believe I'm not going to tell you what happened, but I did use all 3 shots in this game. I'll tell you that much. I did a little plug here because I didn't think I was going to be recording. I usually do that in the games where I'm not, I don't think I'm going to be uploading it. But in the meantime, in the downtime, before we get to the action, a couple things. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Please do that if you want to play with me or if you want to talk to me. I know I shout it out literally every single video, but I mean it. If you want to play with me, that is the place to be. I also will record with people from there. I don't think I've mentioned that. If you want to record a video with me, or like you want to do a collaboration, you want to be in a voice chat with me, I am more than happy to. I will do a collaboration with absolutely anyone who has a microphone. Seriously, go in there, hit me up. I will happily do it. So, I live night 1. Nothing special here. One guy goes down. I also can't play ranked yet. Did I mention that? I have to play like 6 more ranked practice games. I think that's kind of dumb. Space Janitor turned to stone by the Medusa. Pretty typical. Day 1, Coven Leader most likely controlled into Medusa. If they have a Potion Master, it didn't kill. And that's that. Pretty standard. I also don't, I remember like the results, but I don't remember exactly what happened, so I'm kind of watching the game with you guys. Maybe I'll even notice some things I didn't notice in the first playthrough, because you're not always thinking too, intensely. So, or LLLL, I can't tell what it is, says tracker, says that Zombie Bait visited, Space Janitor, and Zombie Bait goes, I'm the Executioner, you're lying. And that was a very, very interesting start. And I think I typed it here. I was like, did Zombie just claim Executioner? Did that just happen? And so in my head, I'm like, well, let's lynch the Executioner. He could be Jester. Could be Jester. Totally possible. But I was like, lynch the Executioner or jail and execute him. And then we'll find out if this tracker claim is legitimate or not. Because if Zombie Bait actually is Executioner, that tracker claim is bullshit. Is bullcrap. So let's get rid of him. So I was like, thank you for that. And Zombie Bait, like, obviously not Town if they're gonna claim Executioner. So I'm like, why not? Like, let's get rid of him ASAP. And he says, realize potentially I could be Jester. That's what actually made me think he wasn't Jester. That's what made me think, you know what, this guy's an Executioner. But the correct play, if you're asking me, is to actually inno him and let the jailer take care of this one. I don't think I voted. I don't remember. Yeah, that's what I did. Spooky claims Psychic. I said that guy claims Tracker. And I'm pretty sure I write after he dies that I'm like, that's highly suspicious. I highly doubt he's Tracker, especially if the guy he says visited was an Executioner. And Zombie dies. I'm glad we guiltied him. I am glad about that, even though I think we probably should have let Jailer take care of it, just in case. And I say, jail the other guy. And then I think about it for a second. I'm like, you know what? There is literally no possible way that this guy here, what number is he? Number 13. I was like, there's literally no possible way he's telling the truth. And I contemplate the decision in my head. I'm like, what could possibly go wrong if I shoot him? He's not Jester. I know he wasn't faking Jester. I know he's not Executioner. I know he's not Neutral Evil. And I know for damn sure that he's not the Tracker, because he called the Executioner as in his will as visiting. So I'm like, hey, Or he called out the Executioner as the Medusa. Sorry, either way. You know what I was saying. I was like, whatever. I'm going to shoot him, regardless of whether he's jailed. I still have 2 bullets. Chances are I'm not going to use those bullets. So there are 3 people go down today. Deodat was stoned. Don't think we know what Deodat was. And if we had a medium, now would be a great time for them to out themselves. That guy dead by my bullet. Then when I saw that, I was like, oh shit, I hope there wasn't just like... I hope he didn't just like miswrite it down, but nope, he was the Coven Leader, and I'm like, fuck yes. Woo! That was really good for me to get rid of the Coven Leader, because now the Coven Leader can't. I don't have to worry about getting controlled as the Vigi. There we get revealed as a Postmaster. Postmaster kills. And we lose a Psychic here. That's like whatever. But this isn't a bad start for Town, but it's also not good, because we have 2 people stoned. Coven Leader down, which is great. But with, yeah, someone says Graveyard's very great. This is where, you're not going to be able to use claim space as a way to find evils. And you have to find a different way to find evils once something like this comes up. Mr. J claims Witched. But no, what I'm saying is, at this point, you're going to have to start going to scum reading and using just logical processing and logical thinking. Because you can't just get role claims from everyone and go, oh, this person's role doesn't fit, this role claim doesn't work. When you have 3 random towns and you have 2 roles stoned, it's not going to work out anymore. So I'm already thinking, I'm like, okay, what are we going to do? Like, we're going to have to wait. Are we going to wait a night, rely on Town Investigative? Are we going to start voting for roles? And what happens here is interesting. I don't agree with it. I'll be honest, I don't agree with it. People start voting on number 1 to get their role. He claims right away, claims Sheriff. And I think we all ask for his will, which is totally plausible. Totally fair, no reason not to. So right now, everything's fine. I write that down, I think. Yang claims Sheriff. I'm getting a little sick. I hope you guys can't hear that in my voice. Voice is getting a little scratchy. It's starting to hurt. So hopefully I can bust out a couple videos today so that I can upload them over the next couple days and you guys don't have to deal with my scratchy voice for a little bit. Because I think it's going to get worse. Yeah, I think he takes a bit to paste his will. And then he gets completely guiltied. And I innoed him. And in hindsight now, watching this over, I should have abstained. And yeah, someone said, why on earth would you inno this? And I thought at the time, I was like, well, we really didn't have proof. We didn't really have a reason. But in hindsight's always 20/20. As I said, I totally agree with this. At first, I didn't at the time of playing, but you know what? And he was the Postmaster, and I was like, good. No, that was the right play. I think that was good that we guiltied him there. I scroll through. I'm pretty sure I'm looking to see if he posted his will. He didn't. He only claimed Sheriff, so I'm glad we Oh no, he did post his will, but it wasn't a good one, right? It wasn't a very strong will. Nothing convincing. So get rid of that. Town's looking pretty good. Now I look at this, and here's what we can deduce from that. Who didn't vote up the Postmaster? I'm looking at the wrong things there. I'm pretty sure I wrote someone down that I wasn't supposed to write. I'm pretty sure I write that, and I'm pretty sure that was wrong, and I'm pretty sure I end up going back and changing that. Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong votes here like a freaking idiot. Then I look up, I see Meows voted. And I think I took a mental note of it. The people who didn't vote, if I'm not mistaken, were Tree and Mia. So those are really strong leads right there. Not the people who guiltied and not the people who abstained. The people who voted for them on the stand, that's the votes that you want to be looking at. When you're scum reading, you're trying to read votes, that's what you want to be looking at. Not guilties or innocents and abstains. You want to be looking at who voted to put them on the trial. That's the most important metric to measuring when you're trying to scum read. Diamond, most likely the Crusader, because Crusader died that night. No one was visited by Coven last night. There's Medusa. We don't know what the random Coven is right now, if I'm not mistaken. And so you look at this, we have 4 stoned rolls. We know one of them was the Crusader. We don't know the other ones, do we? And James really claims medium. And I'm like, I was like, I don't believe it because he's not saying what everyone's roles are. Believe Meow claims invest. So James is kind of like, he's got a will here, but he's not really helping out. We vote up now. Right now, what we're trying to do is I'm just trying to get a role claim out of everyone. I want to see what everyone has to say, what everyone's roles are, so we can start getting some logic in here. Here's the interesting part of the game. This is by far the most interesting. Mr. J claims jailer here, and I'm like, okay, fair enough. Paste your will. And I say and inno. I even say and inno. Just I'll be quiet for 30 seconds. I'll let you see what happens. So Mia, James Bailey, 3 guilty votes, 3 innocent votes. We vote him back up because Meow is claiming investigator and saying that Mr. J's results are bodyguard, arso, crusader, not jailer at all. And so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is one of the Coven members, and maybe the jailer got stoned, or maybe the jailer's AFK. Here's what he says here. I jailed Mia night 3 and nobody died. And I said, Mia, do you confirm? Question mark. And I'm like, at the time, I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, I don't know. I actually don't know what to do. And I end up abstaining. Mia doesn't answer, but Mia votes guilty, James Bailey goes guilty, and Drunken Crow votes innocent. That's important right there. This was the stupid but kind of smart play. Because at the time, I was like, okay, I don't actually think he's jailer. I think someone else was jailer, or I think the jailer was stoned. And so what this gives me here. So now, here's what I do. I shoot Mia tonight. And the reason I shoot Mia tonight is Mia confirmed to me that she was evil with that jailer thing right there. That showed me that Mia was evil. It showed me that Drunken, I can't read it right there, my eyes are not good enough. Number 8 was like 99% sure he was good. So I shoot Mia tonight, because I'm like, Mia has to be Coven. I asked her to confirm whether she was jailed, she didn't, but she voted guilty on the jailer. Probably knowing full well that that was actually the jailer and not a Coven member. Same with James Bailey, so I shoot Mia tonight. So we lost the jailer, who, by the way, had no will written down. We lose Meow, and we lose Mia due to my shot, which is fine. Remember, at the time, I don't have all this information. I know exactly who's what. I know what everyone's roles are. And there you go, Mio's Necromancer. I know exactly, and now all we have left to find is the Medusa. I know exactly what everyone's roles are. And one thing I didn't clue into right here. So Meow, the investigator, that's why I thought that the jailer was lying, mainly because of Meow actually being the investigator. saying that he wasn't. Saying that as a... I claim Vigi here, because no one's even asked me. And Tree claims Trapper. And here's where things kind of clicked with me. I wasn't thinking about all the stoned rolls and what was potentially left, because I didn't see a neutral killing go off, and I go, oh shit, there's an arsonist, is what I did at this point in time. I remember. I don't think I said it, but what I said is, okay, we're gonna hang James today, and then I'm gonna shoot Tree. And I thought about this a second, I was like, no shit, James isn't the medium, like, he hasn't been talking, he has got no useful information on what everyone's roles are. So I tell the other guys, like, hey, let's lynch James today. Because I'm like, you know what? He's probably the arsonist. And if we don't kill him today, we lose. Then I say, guilty this, I'm going to shoot Tree tonight. And then we win the game, right? In theory, if I'm correct about my suspicions. I said it before, I'm medium. He did claim early, but with all these stone rolls, if you can't tell me useful information about any of them, you're no help to me, right? Yeah, with all those people, all those rolls stoned, I just kind of assumed, I was like, maybe the neutral killing went down earlier, I never saw anything, and then it clued into me with the douses that there was an arsonist and that we need to get rid of him right now. And now with him down... Yep, and he was the arsonist. Tree's telling me, if you kill me, you lose. And at this point in time, I'm my brain's going like really fast. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to trace my stuff. I'm thinking, do these stories add up? Does Tree's story make any sense? Does Drunky's story or Drunk's? I don't know what his name is. I can't read from here. I'm trying to think, like, do these stories make sense? Who's got the better claim? Because I have to shoot one of them. One of them's Coven. I think about this for a second. I select. I'm looking. You see, I literally moused over and I select Tree. And I'm quite certain at this time that Tree has to be the last Coven member. And my reasoning for this is that Tree didn't vote up the Postmaster. Scum read right there. Drunky has a good claim. Drunky has a spy claim and had a will. As well, I'm pretty sure Tree... Did Tree guilty the jailer? Or was it James Vigilante? No, he abstained on the jailer, but he didn't innocent. And with that right there was enough information for me to logically decide that Tree has to be... And there you go. I shoot him. I was turned stoned, which is fine. And Town wins. I think the real kicker here was the jailer getting lynched. It was a little stupid on my part, but I think it gave me enough hints to figure out in time who was evil and who wasn't. Spy was a lot more sus. Spy was not a lot more sus. Because Tree did not vote up the Postmaster. The spy innoed on the jailer, and the spy had a good will. And spy is a harder roll to fake than his claim was, I believe at least. Like the Trapper claim late game was a little fishy, but yeah, there you go. There's a good easy little town win for you. That's just I kind of want to demonstrate in that video. The whole point of it was that you can find evils without using claim space and vote for rolls. It is good to get roll claims from everyone and get roll claims later in the game when you've got like 6 or less people or you got less than half the town remaining. I think it is good. And also, you need to make decisions. A lot of the times, I wasn't entirely sure the people I were shooting were Coven. You can never be positive, because some people say some things that make them look suspicious, some people say some things that make them look good. The game's about deception and lying. You can never be 110% sure when you're a role like that. But you can always do your best. So anyways, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.